I had a dream and it stuck, living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets, struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash, but baby girl I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming, against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play 1 and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. A quick slant to Hill. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll let it go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 44 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. 6-0 our score after 1.
Score Browns 6. Chiefs nothing.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Working from the gun, Mahomes. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Cleveland.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He is going to find Hill here, and he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken in the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now he'll pull it down. Got some room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Cleveland.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off down at the 2. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Check 93 from yellow. 6-man. Check curl. Check.
Now here's Mahomes. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Throwing, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Parkey set to kick off.
Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be second down. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Mahomes firing complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words every time we hear that.
things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Steps away. He may try and run for this. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs, and they're not able to convert on 4th down.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going down.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Touchdown.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I ball like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I ball like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Ayy, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On first down, Brady. Man open left side is Brown.
Brady's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 12 yards there and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Jackson on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A toss running left. Fournette takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
On the ground with a tight end. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Buccaneers nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw with Brady. Sliding it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Their own 7-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Escaping the pressure. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Brady. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Justin Tucker into kickoff for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Flush to his right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. The final shot before half for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He uncorks it for Snead, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Take over 1st.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And now he'll tuck it and run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At the 21-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Wait, 20.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Tampa Bay.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pinched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
No, but I'm on this every day. Looking out with the big boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on me. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on me.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every
loud nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones.